Hey guys, I'm going to show you how my veranda on the back works because that's something I constantly get asked about by people, um, which is fair enough. The cutest one I ever had was actually some children who asked me where my horses were and they thought it was a horse truck, but no, I'll show you how the fold down veranda works. I cannot claim the design as my own. Gary and Barbara built this truck and they designed the veranda too, and quite a few people have copied the design since then. So if you're interested, keep watching. So yeah, this deck was originally on the truck when I bought the truck from Gary and Barbara, and he was somebody who actually first started building these fold down decks many years ago. They had one on their bus they had before this truck too, so it's a pretty cool thing. I don't use it as much as I should because you have to pack it all up when you want to go and drive somewhere. But right now I'm going to show you how it lowers. I've got a pulley system there which I can use to lower it and pull it up. And people have said to me, why don't you get an electric winch? But to me, that's just another thing that can go wrong. Keep it simple. That's my kind of thing. So yeah, I'll start pulling it down now and show you guys how it works.
Waking slow and the traffic's not moving. There's a gas leak in North Town and they can't seem to fix it up, so they call you on Monday morning. You've been working 2 jobs, still bills are stacking up in this pile on the coffee table. Nothing's ever enough. Money isn't worth all the life that you're paying. Wonder when it all stops.
Now these sides I added on a few years ago because I used to have a big awning that went over that, and I had shelves that went on that deck, and I used to have a stall on there that sold crystals. But the problem was, because I also did readings in the truck, when I needed to go and do that, I had to secure my outside stuff somehow, and I tried various crazy things which didn't work, and in the end I just bought a sheet of plywood and made those, and that way I could just flip them up and go inside and not have to worry about all my stock that was outside. But originally they weren't on the deck. Okay, and this is one of the poles that holds the roof up. I actually cut a little bit off them a while ago because one of them broke and I couldn't find any manuka where I was, so I just chopped them both down a little bit shorter.
Stops when nobody want more, when we're done taking off for granted. Nothing's ever enough. Nothing's ever enough. Oh, and it's all going faster, and you can't get hold of things, and you're longing and searching for something more. And you try to remember all the good things that your mama told you. It turns around, you see. You just wanna be happy, wild and young and free. You just wanna be everything you intended to be. While it's all going faster and you can't get a hold of things, and you're longing and searching for something more. You try to remember all the good things that your mom.
Okay, so this is what it looks like, pretty much all set up. I'm in the process of giving it all a good clean at the moment because it's horrendously dusty and mucky in there, and just checking things. I've tended to have a little bit of a leak in the floor bit that leaks into the locker underneath, so I'll just make sure that that is all still really sealed. Okay, so what I've got here now is some rubber paint, which I use to seal things sometimes, you know, if I don't need a big thick layer of sealant. I use this stuff, it's really good. I've used it for all sorts of things. And I'm just going to go over where there's some joins that I want to have sealed properly before winter.
The morning is waking slow and the traffic's not moving. There's a gas leak in North Town and they can't seem to fix it up, so they call you on Monday morning. You've been working 2 jobs, still bills just stacking up in this pile on the coffee table. Nothing's ever enough, money isn't worth all the life that you're paying. Wonder when it all stops, when nobody want more, when we're done taking all for granted. Nothing's ever enough, nothing's ever enough. Oh, and it's all going faster. You can't get a hold of things and you're longing, they're searching for something more. You try to remember all the good things that your mama told you. It turns around, you see, it takes time, but you just can't believe that. Believe that, no, you just can't believe that. When it feels like the world is against you somehow, and your wheels just keep on spinning. Think you promised yourself once that it'd all be worth it. Now you're doubting your ambition. You've been working 2 jobs, still bills are stacking up in this pile on the coffee table. Nothing's ever enough, money isn't worth all the life that you're paying. Wonder when it all stops, when nobody want more, when we're done taking all for granted. Nothing's ever enough, nothing's ever enough. Oh, and it's all going faster. You can't get a hold of things and you're longing, they're searching for something more. You try to remember all the good things that your mama told you. It turns around, you see, it takes time, but you just can't believe that. Believe that, no, you just can't.
Okay, there we go. It's all back in place. I don't know if you can see that, the sun's quite bright. But yeah, that stops the whole deck from bouncing around on those chains, and it seems to work quite well. I'm going to put a wire tie around it too, so if anything happens I don't lose it, because I don't really want to lose it. I only just got it. So yeah, that's basically how this veranda works. It's really a really cool thing. It's certainly done its work over the years. It was a store, it's been a veranda, it's been a workbench, it's been so many things over time, and it's been invaluable. When I did the ceiling in the truck, I used it as a workbench and cut all the TNG to length on the deck, which was brilliant, you know, and then took it inside and put it up. So it is a very useful thing, and I do need to do a little bit of repair to it. One of these corners needs welding, but I'll get there. So once that's all nice and strong again, it's a bit, see how I've drilled a hole in there? That's to let the water out of this tubing, and on the other side it rusted out a bit, so I do actually need to get that fixed properly. I had needed holding it together, which as needed does. It's quite handy, but it does fall to bits. Okay, so that was just a quick look at how my veranda works, and yeah, that it needs a repair, but that's okay. That's life on the road. There's always something that needs fiddling with, fixing, so forth. I'll get there. Now it's time to make a coffee and do some other things. But yeah, I'd been working online all morning, And I find to regenerate my own energy, getting outside and doing something like that is actually really, really re energizing for me, doing something practical rather than mental, emotional, and technology orientated. So, yeah, it's been good this afternoon. I plan to go for a nice walk. But in the meantime, I'm going to have a cup of coffee and finish up what I had to do online. So, lots of love, everyone, and I'll see you in my next video.